I was a freshman, and because I, had this full schedule, I couldn't necessarily work a traditional job. And also it was always a goal for myself to never have a boss. That was a goal I set very young, was to never have someone besides a coach tell me what to do. And so I came to this point where it was kind of a no-brainer. There weren't any other options. If I wanted to provide for myself, detach that financial umbilical cord from my parents so that I could financially provide for myself, and do so that in a way that still fit into my goals and my time. So I launched a business at that time. It was a business that wasn't something that I necessarily wanted to do for the rest of my life. It wasn't something that I was necessarily ultra passionate about. It was something where I had developed a unique skill. I saw the need for said skill, and I launched the business. So in Lace My Kicks, I had developed the skill of lacing up shoes in a cool way. I saw the need because my classmates thought it was cool and they wanted it for themselves. Started the business. In college, my freshman year, it was Snapchat. At that time, it was 2016, and there was two hot things in the summer of 2016. It was Pokemon Go and Snapchat. And Snapchat was the scary one because it was like, what's going on this app? Like, there's disappearing photos. And you have to remember, contextually, this was before the days of Instagram stories. This was before the days of Reels. This was before TikTok even existed. So Snapchat was like a big player in the game. And a lot of parents were really scared. But I had developed this skill of teaching people above the age of 40 how to use Snapchat. Because of the position I was in, I didn't want to text my parents all day, and I was living across the country from them. I didn't want to like call them and FaceTime them and debrief. I would rather just Snapchat them, right? I'm walking around this cool campus. I'm walking down by the White House, and I want to just send my parents little snaps. So I taught them how to use Snapchat. I developed that skill of being able to teach people in their 40s how to use Snapchat. And thus my very first real business, which was called Unwrap Snap, began. And that's exactly what it was. It was teaching primarily moms how to keep their kids safe on Snapchat, teaching them how to use the app, what was really going on, how to look for things, and just keep tabs on their kids so that they could.
And it was online,
safer.
like an online
Yeah,
course?
it was an online course. It was an e-course. After having the idea for the business, I rented out a room in the Georgetown Library, and I sat in there for 7 hours a day for a week and a half straight, filmed every single lesson, every content. I actually still have the microphone. I still use the microphone that I used back then. It was like a $10 mic off Amazon. I didn't even have a tripod, and I didn't have a camera. So every lesson was filmed on my phone, and my phone was propped up on some books from the library. And that was my initial course. I think I sold it for like $19.99, $20. And that business was launched in November of that year.
Got it. And how did that go?
It went well. It by no means was something that was going to change my life. But I think I had maybe 1,000 or 2,000 total people purchase the course in the
At
year.
At this point,
or so
did you already have a audience, or you have?
I had a decent audience. It was nowhere near where it was today. I would say maybe 20 to 30,000 followers on Instagram, probably maybe even less than that back then, like maybe 20,000 followers. Not a massive audience. I very much relied on word of mouth at that point, having moms tell other moms, having customers tell other customers like, hey, check this out. It's $20. You'll learn what you need to know to keep your kids safe.